Alright, join us on the journey with Lieutenant Commander Worf to the Halee system, aka Seven Circles of Hell. So Worf is assigned undercover to investigate a Klingon vessel, underground facility.
To show a Romulan vessel has crashed just north of the base.
Acknowledged.
Worf's got his breathing mask on because the air of
This
Halee
world
is
as charming as I have heard.
much like you, Worf. You ride a lot of elevators, that's a lot of up and down, and... Alright, now Worf can breathe. So, underground, apparently the breathing conditions are better, although I don't see any ventilation ducts to show that they purified the air, so... could be a continuity issue. Nonetheless...
What are you doing there? I am on trilithium detail. Do not delay me.
It's not a lie, if you believe it. Apparently they do too. So you're going to brake left down this hallway and then maneuver around till you find your way back to an elevator. And sadly, the optics here are just really hard to navigate. If you hear some background noise, I didn't realize the tablet was recording the background sounds, but it was 1 a.m. and we were watching Sanford and Son while I was playing this, so you'll have to forgive the comedic background. Don't forget to turn your face mask breather back on. So as you emerge to the surface, you're going to brake a little bit to the right to this big arrangement of crystals, and you'll see a darker piece of ground here. And it's going to cave in. And this is where hell comes full circle.
I have no need of this breather mask here.
Are you sure, Wolf? All that sand, all these purely rendered coffee bean walls. So if you brake to the left here, there's a little ledge, and you're going to go in through the first tunnel on the left, crouch down. And you have to use your gun. So fry up the wildlife and get on your merry way. They taste better vaporized.
These marks were caused by disruptor fire.
You can either punch or shoot through this hole in the wall, and this is going to take you through to the next section of tunnels. So you'll see this waterfall, you'll stay to the right. And then you'll find this other tunnel. Now the temptation is going to be to go to the far left all the way through, but if you go too far, you'll find more of those creatures, and that's the wrong way. So you want to go slightly left and then brake right, and then you'll find this little pathway where you'll have to crouch down. So dark coffee beans, skulls, bones, all that fun stuff. And then you're going to emerge on a higher ledge. This is the same room that you started out in, but you're up higher. Just make sure you don't fall. So you'll work your way across, and then right there, immediately to the right, there's another little tunnel. It's actually a totally different space, so you'll want to navigate through there. Turn on your radar thing to kind of show where you need to go on the viewfinder. And to give real great directions in these tunnels is challenging, but once you make it to this room, this is another room of terror here, where you're going to have to master your jumping skills and your depth. But here's a little hint. Whenever you're jumping at this part, there's a little rock further ahead right here. And if you can find it, you'll see that show up on the radar. So you can kind of use the edge of where the rock is on the radar to your advantage to show exactly how far you can go before you fall off. Because if you don't, you're going to fall in the water, and I definitely did 8 or 10 times before I figured it out. You make it to the other side here, you'll see a deceased Klingon, and more importantly, a security card. So pick that up.
This pass may be useful if it is not outdated. He appears to have died in battle.
We hope so, Worf, but I mean, he might have just keeled over. You never know. These tunnels, he didn't have a breathing mask on either. Don't you love the intensity of Worf's grunts? I mean, this guy is the real deal. So you're going to navigate through some tunnels after falling through that hole, and lo and behold, you're back where you started. You're going back inside the base, but now you've got your security card, and that offers you more access. So you're going to go into this elevator here in the middle, go to the top floor. Got a little bit of business to take care of. Thankfully, the Klingons still think you're just normal business as usual sort of operations, so they're not concerned about you yet.
The control center.
Go to the right, you're in the control center.
This is the status panel for docking ships.
The Duras Sisters vessel is refueling.
Identify the Duras Sisters device,
Grounded for repairs to antimatter reactor.
and the one that is grounded to the antimatter reactor issue. So that's actually a map right there. So if you look at where the elevator is, it helps you to see exactly which ones you need to go. So that right-hand corner and the left-hand corner are the two that we're going to go to. So first we'll go to the one in the right-hand corner. So we're going to go back downstairs to the first floor. Come on up. Work your way all the way down. Right-hand corner door. And lo and behold, another corridor
This
with more
passage
Klingons.
connects to one of the birds of prey.
And the bird of prey you're going to now is actually not the one that Soren's escaping on, but it has a piece that you need to make sure Soren can't get away the way he wants to. So here we go, aboard another elevator. This is going to take us upstairs to the surface. And then you're going to switch over to a
A bird of prey is docked here.
docking bay. There's a lot to explore in here, but we're just going to try to cut to the chase to beat the mission in a timely fashion. But props to Microprose on the world building. There's lots to look at. A lot of things that have very little to do with the mission, but I think inside the base itself and on these ships are some interesting spaces. You can use replicators to generate some good old-fashioned Klingon gach, but we didn't do that
This
this
ship
time.
is in no condition to fight.
So as you can see, the ship is pretty beat up. And you're gonna just grab this little piece here.
A malfunctioning antimatter reactor plug.
And because it's malfunctioning, what you're gonna do is slip down onto the other ship, the one that Soren is trying to leave on, before he can get there. And you're gonna swap it out. So he doesn't know it's malfunctioning, but that's gonna ground them, so when they try to take off, it's gonna create more problems. So you're going back downstairs. Remember, you've got to go across in this boarding bay area. And then you're going to do another entry door to yet another elevator. This will take you back down to the Klingon base. But yeah, I was trying to run this level pretty fast, and Just realizing how much time is actually spent on elevators and just getting stuck in tunnels, which is kind of the thesis statement of a lot of this game. I think that's where a lot of the frustration is. Mechanically speaking, it's fun and it's challenging in all the right ways. The missions are interesting. Levels are pretty huge considering. Packed it all onto 2 CDs. So you're coming back into the central base, and remember this was the upper right hand corner base, so now we're going to work our way around to go to the lower left hand corner base. And the lower left hand corner base is where Soren's damaged ship that he's going to board is. Scenery isn't much different, and that's where you can actually get lost spending a lot of time in here, is getting confused which tunnel is which. So use your viewfinder to help lead you where you need to go, and remember that map hint that I was giving as far as the locations, and you should be good. Board this elevator. Now we're going to go back upstairs. You notice I put the breather mask on just in case I got on the wrong one, because it's really easy to lose your bearings. Alright. I don't think I realized I still had the breather mask on, but so much for Worf's undercover. Now, if you don't time this right, the Klingons will already know that you're up to no good, so it doesn't hurt to have your phaser ready. So you'll come on in here.
What are you doing here? Repairs to the antimatter module.
Worf crafts the perfect lie yet again. And here you are. So this is the damaged bird of prey, and what you're going to do
useless to me.
is swap out this antimatter reactor. So take out the existing
Until this
one.
module is replaced.
It's going to trigger an alarm.
If they engage the warp drive, this ship will be destroyed.
And Worf explains
It
exactly
is
why.
useless to me. I must get off this ship and find no way through.
So the anxiety definitely picks up at this part of the level, because now the alarms are on, the Klingons are trying to kill you, and you've only got 2 minutes to get off the ship before you're dead. So as long as you can make it downstairs back to the tunnels or base area and not be discovered by the Klingons, you should be okay. But easier said than done. Don't forget your hypo spray. You've got it if you need it. You might as well use it. It's a Klingon variation of it on this level, so it doesn't look Starfleet issued, but it does the same thing. Jump on this next elevator. So remember, you don't want to be anywhere near this ship when it tries to take off, because it's going to blow up. Alright. One more ride. And now you're just going to kind of chill out in here for a little bit, and you'll get the notice that the ship's about to take off.
The Hove ping is launching.
I think the Hove ping's about to have some serious major malfunctions.
Soren's bird of prey has been sabotaged. Clear the northwest landing area. Crash landing imminent.
That doesn't sound good. We better beam out of here as quickly as
Enterprise,
possible.
I have stopped Soren from leaving with the trilithium.
Excellent, Mr. Worf.
One to beam up.
And a proper Windows 95 or 98 experience wouldn't be complete without one of these error messages.
Oh no.